And we're live.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Calling the zoning administrator hearing to order of January 22nd, 2024. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. Clerk, can I get a determination of legal notice?
Legal notice hasn't been properly noticed on this matter.
Thank you. So going straight into our agenda, we have one case on today's agenda, Administrative Permit 2023-0015. Owner Russell Green, applicant Cure Wellness, agent Edie Lerman, and staff planner Rob Fitzsimmons. And I say we have Rob online today, so Rob, may I please have your staff presentation?
Sure. Although before I start, I do want to mention that obviously I am currently remote and may need to step off at a certain point if my internet connection drops out or if there's something else going on. But we do have Vandy Senior Planner Sam Vandewater, who is also familiar with the project, available as backup in that event. That said, I can start.
Go ahead.
The applicant's request is an administrative permit to authorize a drive-through in an existing cannabis dispensary. This request was previously denied by the zoning administrator on June 28th, 2023, on the grounds that it was inconsistent with applicable state law. That this may only be allowed where the business had submitted an application including such proposal by June 1st, 2018. This decision was appealed to the Board of Supervisors, who considered it in their December 5th, 2023 hearing and voted unanimously to remand the project back to the zoning administrator with the direction that the existing record be interpreted to support the project's eligibility for this allowance. With this in mind, the project was re-reviewed and staff now recommend conditional approval. Standard conditions and conditions pulled from, the majority of the recommended conditions are simply standard conditions and conditions that were pulled from the original administrative permit for this business, AP 2017-0109. However, staff want to highlight recommended conditions A1 and A2. A1 pulls forward an unfulfilled condition from the original AP 2017-0109 relating to a driveway encroachment requested by the Mendocino County Department of Transportation. This condition emphasizes that it must be fulfilled prior to the drive-through's operation. Likewise, A2 also requires a compliant vehicle stacking plan to be submitted prior to operation. This is a standard requirement for drive-throughs in the county. That concludes the presentation. I'm available for questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Rob. I have no questions for you at this time, and now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the applicant or their agent if you have any comments that you wish to share, and if you don't mind coming up to the podium if you do.
Hello, Colleen Perkins, one of the attorneys for Cure Wellness. And I would note that Russell Green is present this afternoon. This has been a very long journey. I think there was grounds to approve this drive-through long ago. That being said, I'm glad we're at this point now where it seems the county is in favor of approving this. My client is agreeable to the conditions that have been put in place, and we just want to move this forward as quickly as possible.
Okay, great, thank you. So next I'm going to go ahead and open up the public hearing and invite any members of the public who wish to provide comment on this matter to either come up to the podium if you have anything from folks in the room. We do not have any attendees online in Zoom, so the floor is yours if you'd like to come up and provide any comment. Okay, seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing then and bring it back to the zoning administrator. So I want to say thank you to staff for the detailed staff report as well as the history surrounding this. I've reviewed the findings and the recommended conditions. I am glad to hear that the applicant is in support of the conditions of approval as well. And so with that, I am going to approve the project subject to the findings and conditions as contained within the staff report for today's item. Now, obviously, with this action, just for the applicant's knowledge, there is a 10-day appeal period with the County Board of Supervisors. Once that has lapsed, you would then have a project that you can undertake and obtain permits related to. So with that, this item is approved. Moving on to the next item on our agenda, number 4, matters from staff. Are there any matters from staff today? And I'm seeing a head shake, no. Then any matters from the public? The zoning administrator welcomes participation in meetings. This item is limited to matters under the jurisdiction of the zoning administrator that are not on the posted agenda and items that have not already been considered by the zoning administrator, no action will be taken. Anybody have any matters from the public? Seeing none, then I am going to go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 1:35 p.m. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
So can you just clarify, I know the
Just
prior
wait.
building
Can you wait